Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another Let's Play of the Men of Yoshiwara Kikuya. Now, we are beginning a new fellow here. We will do Tokiwa. Him and Kagero are the last two left, so we're gonna do Tokiwa now. And main volume, Chapter 1. So just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Chapter 1. Is this your first time to come here? Jade green eyes, soft golden thread-like hair. The gentleman of the night called Tokiwa. His unique appearance was rare on this island, and I couldn't get his face out of my head. Was he what they called a foreigner? Well then, I want to choose Tokiwa-san, the one with the green eyes.
Certainly. Please wait a moment.
Yuraha-san sent the signal, and a brief while later, Tokiwa-san and Takeo-san, who had disappeared into the shop, came back.
You asked me to go and then asked me right back out. It's hectic.
You're a slave driver.
Don't complain. Tokiwa, this lady here chose you. Wow, you chose me.
Tokiwa-san looked at my face, and then his face beamed with delight.
Oh, I'm really happy.
Tokiwa-san walked one step towards me and peered into my face. His face was breathtakingly beautiful, and he had a well-shaped nose. I've never had such a young man peer into my face before. The color of his eyes seemed like they would suck me in, and fearing this, I looked away from him.
You're innocent. Is this your first time in the red light district?
Tokiwa-san put his supple fingers on my cheek. Let's see. Yeah, I'll be honest, it's the first time. It's the first time.
It's really the first time for you, is it? But you don't need to be so scared.
Tokiwa-san peered even deeper into my face with a gentle glance, with his jade green eyes.
I just love innocent girls. I'll teach you everything about playing in the red light district, starting from the beginning.
His green eyes shined strangely, and my heart jumped.
Heh! You've been chosen by a good client, eh?
As he stood next to us, Takeo-san sniffed.
What, are you jealous?
I'm congratulating you. If this keeps up, you'll finish assisting me, and all will be well.
You're pretty annoying, and just because she's not attracted to you, don't make any moves on her.
You are the last person I want saying things like that to me. They were keeping each other in check with jokes. Clap. Yuraha-san clapped his hands.
Enough. Stop this useless conversation and go back to start preparing already.
All right. Yes, I'll go then.
Well, see you later in the parlor room, innocent lady.
Tokiwa-san lightly waved his hand and then went back inside with Takeo-san.
Are you sure you're okay to choose Tokiwa?
Huh? Someone spoke to me, and when I looked up, the boy called Kagero, who should have disappeared upstairs, was standing there. He looked at me with a piercing glance. He was looking down at me from the top of the stairs. What do you mean? When I asked him, he suddenly raised his eyes in irritation.
Tokiwa is a gentleman who breaks taboos, like stealing other gentlemen's women.
What is a taboo?
There are rules even in this place. Once chosen, it is forbidden to change to another gentleman. He knows this rule, but he still repeats his dishonorable deed.
Tokiwa-san is doing something like that? I thought he was a kind person. Was that also a sham?
Kagero, stop putting such useless ideas into the client's head.
I'm sorry, Iroha-san. After being reprimanded, Kagero quickly disappeared.
The red light district is a closed world. Baseless rumors spread quickly, but do not worry.
Okay.
Well, I will soon take you to the parlor room.
The gentlemen who break taboos. As I was being guided to the parlor room, words became stuck in my head.
Guided to the introduction room, I waited as the young man poured sake for me when the door opened. "I bought the gentleman that you chose." "My name is Tokiwa. I just met you before, though." Following the young gentleman, Tokiwa-san walked over to the edge of the parlor room. Though I just talked to him before this, my eyes were still taken by his impressive looks. "Are you not used to drinking sake?" Tokiwa-san sat down next to me and brought his shoulder close to mine. "Oh, no, I mean..." His body leaned up against me. His exposed bare chest was so white, it made me wonder if he'd ever been in the sun before. "This is the red light district. The first thing is to enjoy yourself and not be so stiff. Well, tonight we're having a special banquet. Entertain me." Tokiwa-san clapped his hands to signal the young gentlemen that were called for the banquet. The prestigious, beautiful men danced gorgeously to the sounds of the shamisen. A luxurious banquet with extravagant dishes are arranged on trays. "Hey, dance with vibrancy. You'll bore the client." More than everything, the presence of Tokiwa, the gentleman who sat next to me, This was a banquet in the red light district. It was absolutely breathtaking to experience it for the first time. "Still got that stiff expression?" Tokiwa-san looked at me and chuckled in a friendly manner. Would a top gentleman laugh at me in such an easygoing way? "Banquets are for enjoyment. Well then, I'm going to do something for you." After saying that, Tokiwa-san suddenly raised his quiet voice, as if he had remembered something. "I'm sorry, I haven't asked your name yet, have I?" "It's Hideo Misao." "Oh, your name has a nice ring to it." "All right, for you, Misao, I'll show you an outstanding dance right here." He then stood up and walked towards the center of the room. "The dance that I will now show you is the pride of Kikuya's Tokiwa." With ceremonious politeness, Tokiwa-san pulled a folding fan out from the belt around his waist. Then he opened the fan and started to dance to the sounds of the shamisen played by the gentleman. Like a butterfly, like a flower. His gold hair hidden by the deep red fan, and his green eyes were visible through the fan's gaps. He would sometimes look at me and narrow his eyes in an inviting manner. The thump, the thump. I wondered why my heart was racing. I thought about this the whole time as I watched his dance. Suddenly, Tokiwa-san stopped dancing and kneeled down before me. "You've finally shown your true feelings, haven't you?" "You mean me?" "Yeah, it looks like your cheeks have turned red. That means my dance was so good that you've been captivated, eh?" "Yes, you're a good dancer, aren't you, Tokiwa?" "Yes, you understand well. Among the arts, I have a bit of confidence in my dancing and singing. You have a pretty good eye to have noticed in a single dance." In a very good mood, Tokiwa-san put the folding fan inside the belt around his waist. "But does a top gentleman let his guard down like this on their first encounter with a client?" "Usually not, but tonight is special. I entertain you because you're cute and innocent." "I didn't know that. I'm sorry." "If you aren't used to it and can't enjoy yourself, then I feel bad for you." Tokiwa-san's green eyes shined, and then he winked at me. "It's quite a rare thing to see my dance on your first time. This is only for you." Only for me? Was that true? The gentle sounds of his words made it seem like I would misunderstand him. "Now that you're relaxed, let's continue the banquet. Today is a day that we drink sake together for the first time. We should enjoy it, right?" Tokiwa-san once again sat down next to me, poured sake into my surprisingly empty cup. Once the banquet reached its peak, the gentlemen and entertainers in the room started to leave. Tokiwa saw them off and mumbled in a small voice, "It's about time." "Is it over already?" "Yes, the banquet is." Tokiwa-san, who was next to me, smiled alluringly. It was only Tokiwa-san and I in the room. Only the light of a lantern lit up,
Tokiwa-san's beautiful face.
This place is the #1 high-class house of pleasure in Yoshiwara. Misao, you used your money to buy a man, me. Even though it's your first time here, you understand what that means, don't you?
Tokiwa-san quickly dragged his legs towards me, closing the distance between us. His hands crawled across the floor and covered my hand.
When it gets to be 8 p.m., it's about time for bed. From now on, it will be a night of play for a man and a woman alone.
Tokiwa-san slowly came close to me and whispered. His white fingers started to entwine themselves with my fingers like they were some kind of creature.
I told you I'll teach you how to play in the red light district. In other words, I'll teach you a woman's pleasure.
Tokiwa-san!
I'll teach you how to make love and be loved. All from the beginning, and in a very clear way. Misao, which do you prefer? As you wish, you may obtain either the ultimate pleasure or supreme joy here. It's your first time, isn't it, Misao?
Just as he said, today was indeed my first time. It was the first time in my life to see this place and be touched like this.
So, I'll let you choose. What would you like me to do?
Tokiwa-san brought his available finger to my chin. His pale finger, which looked to have done no heavy physical work before, glided across my skin.
Misao, do you feel that you'd like to sleep with me? Or...
Tokiwa-san brought his face close to mine.
Do you have another preference?
Though gentle, his voice tickled my ears enticingly.
Why don't you tell me your feelings?
Let's see. I'm scared, but... I'm a little scared, but...
Everyone feels that way at first. Don't worry, you're a lucky lady, seeing that I'm a kind man. It's all right, come here. Misao, I'll understand all the feelings that you can't say.
Tokiwa-san pulled my hand and opened the sliding door that led to the inner chamber. In the room, there was a single luxurious bed. That means... Though I already understood what this meant at this point, my legs had begun to shake.
You okay?
No, I mean...
Your legs, voice, and your small lips, they're all shaking.
I was really scared. I was scared of what would happen next. But the gentleman next to me didn't change his expression at all.
I'll teach you. Come here, Misao.
As he pulled my hand, we sat down on the bed in the center of the room. Well, that seemed like a short chapter, but then again, maybe it just feels short because Yoroha's second season chapters were really long. Chapter 2, I Just Wanted to Tease You. The pillow that was illuminated by the lantern looked like something scary.
Misao.
Tokiwa-san put his mouth close to my ear and said that in a low voice. His green eyes emitted a beautiful and strange light that made me wonder if he was a specter. With this thought in my mind, I couldn't look away. For him, my eyes were fixed on his visage.
You're passionate. What are you anticipating from me by staring at me like that?
I'm not anticipating anything. It's not like that. While seated next to me, Tokiwa-san put his arm around my shoulder to hug me. His finger touched the nape of my neck, and I felt like something was crawling down my back. Tokiwa-san's face slowly came close to me, but I was unable to even turn my body. It was like my body had turned to iron.
You are so obedient.
The way things were going, I thought that he would soon kiss me. So I firmly closed my eyes. But, with nothing having touched my lips, I nervously opened my eyes and... Tokiwa-san was covering his mouth to hold back from laughing in front of me. What?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to tease you. Since you're so naive.
Huh?
Don't worry. I won't force you to do anything. If you'd like, why don't we just talk today?
I wasn't sure if I should be relieved or disappointed. This time my feelings were taken by his gentle gaze.
You've been staring at me since earlier. Is my appearance really so rare?
His jade green eyes blinked curiously. Looking at the color of his eyes, they're beautiful like jade. The whole time I was thinking that your eyes are beautiful like jade. Green eyes and blonde hair. Moreover, Tokiwa changed the expression on his face like crystal that shined in 7 colors.
I'm often told that I look like imported jewelry. My appearance is picturesque and a perfect match for the shop. So, you were interested in my appearance and chose me for that, right?
Yes, when I first saw you, I couldn't forget the color of your eyes and hair.
Well, these are my selling points.
Tokiwa-san said that and sighed as if he lost interest. My family business is actually a shipping agency.
Wow. So then it's not so rare to see foreigners and imported items, is it?
No, I just started helping the business recently, so I'm interested in those kind of things. I was interested in those who live outside this island and who know the world that I don't know.
I see. So, you've always yearned for the outside world, haven't you?
Yes.
If that's the case, then I can tell you stories about the outside world.
Is that all right?
Of course. You can ask me anything you like. What do you want to know, Misao?
Tokiwa-san, were you born in a foreign country?
Unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure I'm what you would call a foreigner. I'm of mixed blood and was born on the mainland. I'm a half-blood foreigner.
Tokiwa-san combed his blonde hair with his hand and narrowed his eyes.
In the mainland, foreigners aren't that rare, but there aren't any foreigners on this island.
So, do all foreigners look like they've been decorated with jewelry and gold?
I'm not sure, but I heard that there are even people who have blue eyes and black skin.
Really? Before I knew it, I found myself staring at Tokiwa-san's face.
If you want to see me that much, come closer to me.
Huh?
Hey, don't sit all proper in a place like that.
In a relaxed manner, Tokiwa-san lay down and rested his elbow on the bed. His white skin, exposed at the chest of his ornate clothing, was bright by the flickering lantern.
What's wrong? Hey, here, come here.
He patted the bed in front of me.
Well, this is what I'm talking about, Miss Misao.
Oh.
Thud.
I was pulled in by his white arm and fell onto Tokiwa-san's chest. Tokiwa-san! After falling into the mattress, next to me about 15 centimeters away was Tokiwa-san's sculpted face.
You like my eyes and hair, right? You can touch me. Take a close look and do whatever you want.
Tokiwa-san brought my hand to his white cheek. My finger touched his smooth china-like skin.
Even with this color, I'm still human like you.
It's beautiful. Seen up close, the sparkle of his green eyes appeared clearer than glass marbles. Then Tokiwa-san used his other hand to bring my waist close to him. And my body was immediately contained in the broad chest of a man.
Misao, your eyes are also a beautiful pitch black color, aren't they?
Tokiwa-san pressed his lips to my hand that was covered by his hand. His soft, heated touch made my cheeks flush with heat.
Look at me more with those lovely round eyes of yours. I like to be wanted by an innocent girl like you, Misao.
His deep, echoing voice filled my ears. Tokiwa-san! And just when I could see my face reflected in his large, light-filled green eyes, my vision was suddenly blocked, and something soft pressed against my forehead. Huh? This was Tokiwa-san's lips. Without thinking, even if it was my forehead, I didn't expect that. I'd let a gentleman who I just met kiss me. For some reason, I suddenly felt scared, and my body became stiff.
Sorry, Misao. Did I scare you? I'm sorry. Tokiwa-san slowly rubbed my back to relax my heart and body. You told me you wouldn't do anything. You looked so cute, I just couldn't hold back anymore. Though knitting his brow in an apologetic manner, Tokiwa still seemed to be in a good mood. After that, Tokiwa-san didn't force anything on me. We just lied on the bed, and he combed my hair ever so gently. Misao. His chest, which filled me with anxiety to look at, was warm as he embraced me. Well then, how about I tell you stories of the mainland? Okay. Misao, the world outside of this island. He gently called my name many times in between his stories. His voice was pleasing, and in the end I listened to his voice all night long. Tokiwa-san. He is the first man that I came to know in the red light district. But he was a man whose appearance was very different from the gentleman I heard about. Just what was he thinking about, and why was he calling my name? He was a man who had gentle and beautiful eyes. Wake up, Misao. During my slumber, my name was called, and when I opened my heavy eyelids... Unfortunately, it's already over. Tokiwa-san peered into my face, while in the same position as when I fell asleep. It seems that I fell asleep without even noticing. Tokiwa-san? Oh, I'm sorry. It's all right. It seems you were that relaxed. Tokiwa-san smiled at me right in front of my eyes and nose. Let me know when you're finished preparing. I'll see you off at the entrance. After making myself presentable, Tokiwa-san and I left the bedroom. How was your first time playing in the red light district, miss? When we went back to the entrance, Iroha-san looked at us and smiled meaningfully. Thank you for the banquet. From your appearance, it seems that you slept well. Huh? No! Iroha-san, please, could you not tease her so much? Oh my, it's rare to see you saying something like that. Shut up. Can't I worry about my clients? Well, well. Iroha-san let out a light snicker. I want to see you again. I'll tell you more stories. Misao, if you feel like it, won't you come see me again? Will I come to the red light district again? Yes, of course. Yes. Really? That makes me happy. A flower of happiness bloomed on Tokiwa-san's face. Then I'm looking forward to it. His white pinky, which was neatly made to the nail, twined itself around my pinky. It's a promise. Well, I'll be going then. I carried the same bag that I had when I came, and bowed lightly. Oh, wait a minute, Misao. I was about to turn back. He put his hand on my shoulder. What happened? Misao, be careful getting back. I can't really leave the red light district, so I can't walk with you, but... His green eyes flickered with worry. Yes, thank you. Shall I have someone escort you? No, I'm okay. If someone came to my house, they might become suspicious about my money. There's no way you're okay. You're totally unguarded. I'm okay. I'm used to walking home by myself. If you say so, then I guess it can't be helped. Goodbye, Misao. I bowed one more time, then walked across to the entrance. Yoshiwara was still decorated by a flame-like red, maybe because it was almost sunrise, but there were no people, and the town looked fake. In this unreal town, the gentlemen who sold One Night of Love were so beautiful. Yoshiwara, I expected it to be a more terrifying place. Tokiwa-san. He smiled in a friendly manner, but also smiled expressively. He was the kind of man who changed his impression in a sparkling manner, like a kaleidoscope. Though the boy named Kagero said such things to me. If it's Tokiwa-san, would it not be good to see him again? That's what I thought about as I traveled back home. And that's it for our first 2 chapters, and thus the first video for Tokiwa's Path.
I hope to see you in the next video or some other future videos, perhaps. I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.